Yes.
ما يصير تعطينا بروجكت بدل الاختبار؟
No, نتكلم هذا في آخر شيء متى. For the first assessment actually it is an exam for the first assessment. The second one actually it would be discussed. We'll discuss maybe yes. We will discuss, but later, not now. We have to finish the first exam, and based on that, based on the results and the analysis, we will decide whether it would be an exam or a project to do. We'll discuss week 4, week number 4 during the week number 4. We are at week number 2 now. We'll discuss that after the exam number 1, inshallah. We continue. I said that the technology will lead us today to create an eCard application. It is actually a web, still it is a web because of the links here we are seeing the URL. So it would lead us to create an web application that would lead us to create an eCard as a gift generator or e-gift generator. So we'll dig that step by step together. So the first interface actually of the application, it would be like this. So we will have actually a panel that has this form to acquire the necessary details to generate what? To generate the form that it would look like something like this. At the end, it would look like something like this. So once you just fill up the form, you submit, it would look like this, side by side. It would look aside of the generator panel, another panel that has the eCard. So we start with generating the engine, the eCard generator engine, which is the system, and then after we talk about how to make it act to create the eCard. Our friend, which is the Visual Studio. Yes, give me a second. Actually, I'm going to log to another virtual machine, where I have the Visual Studio. So give me a few seconds until I log in. Okay. So immediately I'm gonna refer to my Visual Studio. My screen is visible to you, isn't it? You are seeing my screen? Okay. So file new website. Since I said it is a web application, so file new website. As per the guide we have, actually, we may go with the Visual Studio, we may go with the Visual Basic. It's actually both. It will lead us to the same results at the end of the day. But let me check the script we have. Actually, it is Visual Basic, so I'm going to use the Visual Basic. If you check the guide, we have the solution already. The script for the solution, not the solution. So I'm going to refer to the same approach. So I'm going to use the Visual Basic now. This time, I'm going to use the Visual Basic, and it's an empty website. Visual Basic, then it's an empty website. So then, okay, nothing to modify, nothing else. Yes, we are in. This is our Solution Explorer here. It is our friend for every single step. This Solution Explorer here, it has to be your friend for every activity you do. Whenever you are generating actually a web application or an application, a desk application. Your Solution Explorer is the, let's say, the explorer of all your solutions and all your resources. So do not miss to use it. Great. So immediately I'm going to start by creating a first page. So from here, from the root folder, yes, I'm going to ask for creating a new page. Actually, I'm going to web form. Here it is. Immediately I'm going to straightforward call the web form. The name it will be, actually, I'm going to say eCard generator without any space, no space, eCard generator. That's it. Full stop. So in here, I'm going to move to the design. Remember here, don't fall into a mistake. We are not deleting the script. We are not touching the script. I'm moving to the design view here. This is the design. I'm going to move to the design. And in here, I'm going to use my toolbox to integrate all what I need. Okay. As per the guide we have, just to remind you, we have two panels to be displayed side by side. So here, the half, there are two panels. At the end, there are two panels to be displayed side by side. Yes, here it is. The first panel holding the form to create the eCard, and the second half to create to display or to hold the panel where the eCard is generated. So they are side by side. I'm going to do the thing without this point, and later on I'm going to return you back to make you understand what I'm doing. So, or I tell you what, I'm going to make it actually easy because I know the details. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to subdivide the page into two parts. So the page, I'm going to, yes, I'm inside the body here. See, I'm inside the body. I'm going to just gain a little bit of space. Just to gain space, no more, no less. It's for view, no, it's for my goodwill. So, okay, so I'm going to insert a table. Insert a table that has one row here, only one, and two columns, one row, two columns. Great. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to touch any other preferences. In the first cell, the left cell, I'm going to insert the first panel. Here, I'm going to insert a panel. But before that, let me gain a little bit of space. Make it actually for better view. No, it's not a constraint, but just for my goodwill and actually for my good behavior. I'm going to search for a panel. Here is the panel. Double click it. I believe that has it did not get inserted. I'm going to drag and drop it. Yes, double click it has came. Here it is. It is a panel. Yes, inside of this panel also I'm going to gain a little bit of space. Yes. And now I'm going to start designing my generator. I'm going to design the same form here. So first of all, we have, let me just have a look. We have actually to choose the color. First of all, the color of the background, a drop-down menu, and to choose the font, also drop-down menu. Let's do that step by step. I don't know in which virtual machine we are. Yes, here's the one. Okay, so let me come back to the Visual Studio. Okay, here, I'm going to start by inserting a label to say that we're choosing the color label. Yes, text here. I'm going to change to choose background color. Choose the background color. Okay, choose the background color. A new line. Drop down menu. Drop down menu. Drop down list. Okay, it's okay. I use this one. Okay, edit items. I'm going to edit the items immediately. I'm going to add the first item text, let's say red, value is red. Second, I'm going to add, I'm going to say, let's say any colors. I'm just choosing colors, that's it. Green, I write them actually in English with a correct spelling, because later on they would be actually utilized. The red, I'm going to modify the red to be, leave it like that. So I'm going to add the third one, for example, blue. Text, I'm going to write blue. Value also blue. That's it, it's enough. For example, 3 colors, it's enough. I'm done. Okay, I'm going to insert a label now for choosing the font. Again, a little bit of space. Another label. Second label. No, it's not a color, sorry. It's a label, I said. Yes. So here, choose the font. Also, the text, I'm going to change it to. Choose the wanted other font, the text font. Simple. Enter. New line is a drop-down menu. Or drop-down list. Here it is, drop-down list. Okay, also edit items. Edit items. I'm going to add the content actually would be, let me, Times New Roman, this is for sure. I'm going to just make it simple, that's it. I'm going to just say Times New Roman. Times New Roman. Value is the same. I'm going to add, I'm going to say Arial. Okay. I'm going to add, I'm going to say Verdana. It's enough. It's enough. This Times New Roman, this Arial, this Verdana, they are actually text fonts. I know them because actually I know them. You do not need to know them, but for now, you need to know those 3 at least. You do not need to know long list, but it's good to know. It's good to have the skill to know different fonts by heart. So it's good actually. If you want from where to get those fonts, actually from where to get those fonts. See, I'm going to open the MS Word. You may search to Google, but much more simpler. You may search for the fonts in your local computer, or the ones that they are actually perfectly compatible with your computer. So here I'm going to run here, and then here, any document, just open the Word. That's it. Let it get opened. You can have a long list of fonts. You choose any. You just write the same name. You have to just write the same name. That's it. To work later on. It is still loading. Okay, the Word. And okay, any document I said. And in here, this is the font box. From here, you find a list of the list of fonts. Those are the fonts. You choose any, because actually, I just chosen 3, but you are free to choose any. I choose the Arial, the Times New Roman, and the Verdana. It is somewhere here. Regardless, so it's up to you to recognize that. I come back. So here I chosen 3. It's enough. Okay, let's come back to the to the engine, and in here, just let's go to the next step, which is specify a numeric font size. The font size now, and then after choose a border style. Okay, let's say font size first. label, text, I'm going to change it. Because I'm using another keyboard, so I'm a little bit slow. So yes, good. The text box, I'm going to write in it the size, the font size. It's text box. Great. Here it is. Simple. Okay. Let's next here actually border size. It's another label. Here it is. Choose the border type. Radio button to say it's simple or double or none. Radio button. No, I'm going to choose radio button, not radio button list. Okay. This one, I'm going to change the text or the ID. I'm going to change the ID even. I'm going to say none. The ID I prefer to use the same ID for the three. So I'm not going to change the ID. The ID I'm going to leave it like it is, and I'm going to change the text only. Here it is. I'm going to say none. Yes, that's it. Second radio. Second radio button. The same way, I'm going to change the text only. The ID I'm going to leave it intact. I'm going to say double. Double. The third one to say simple, I believe. Single or bold. It's bold. It's bold. The third one. Yes, I'm going to change the. No, what is it? Okay, I'm going to change the bold, the text to bold. Great, done. So we have three radio buttons now: none, double, and bold. This is a font or border type, no more or less. Yes. Okay, continue. Next scenario. It's a checkbox to add default picture. To add a picture, something like it's a graph, and then after a message. So it's checkbox. It is checkbox. I'm going to change the text to add an image or add a picture, or touch an image. Okay, touch an image, and then after a message, I'm going to insert label. To say, write a message. Write a message. Okay, and in here, text box. I'm going to just add a text box or a rich text box if I find it. There is no rich text box. I'm going to insert a text box. And to make it multi-lined, I'm going to choose the property multi-line true. Yes. So here it's not a text box. The outcome is not a text box. it's a text field here. So I'm going to make it the same way. How to? I want to modify the property of this text box to be multi-line, yes. The rows will change, yes, but first of all, we have to make it text mode here to make it multi-line. This is the one in the text mode option, and then after the number of rows, I'm going to say 4, for example, or 3. Let's say 3. It's okay. Great. Let's make it 5 lines. See here, when I press enter, see here, see the box, how it will change. Yes, it is great. So perfect. I'm going to save my work. Yes, save now. There is no stop. The remaining, the last thing, which is to publish or to send the gift, send the e-gift, the button. We got to publish, yes, or to update or something like that. So I'm going to insert the button. Button, here it is. Yes. And I'm going to put a text here, publish. Read the text. Here it is. I'm going to change it to publish. Great. My engine has been, my engine body, the form, has been generated. I'm going to save again. Just to bring your attention to something. See the panel, it is taken almost the 90% or more of the page. Don't worry, because whenever I insert something here, it will be equalized. It will be half by half. So 50 by 50, 50% only each. Okay. Before generating the engine and when I press publish, it gets published, I have to prepare the area, no? So here in this second half of the table, I'm going to insert a second panel. Here, I'm going to insert a second panel. Insert the toolbox, so panel. I click it here first. I click it here first. See, I click it here only one time. Then the cursor is there. Then toolbox, panel. Here is the panel. Double click. Here it is. It appeared here. Great. Again, a little bit of space. Whatever. In between here, I'm going to insert a label to start displaying the results. I'm going to insert a label. The label here, I'm going to leave it like that, but it will receive the content of whatever we are going to type in this this text box. Before setting up the font and all those preferences, we are going to display the text first. So once I press the publish, the text written here, it will be displayed here. I repeat, once we press the publish, the text written in this text box, in this customized text box, would be displayed in this label. Very simple. So the text box, the label name is label 6. The text box here is named text box 2. And the button, whatever, double click on the button since it's the event handler. And then here, I'm going to call the name of the label, which it would have or display the text. It's label 6. This is the one. Okay, dot text content of this label equal what? Equal the content of the text box, which is the text box 2. Here is text box 2. The content of the text box 2. Okay, text box 2.text. No. Great, finished, done. I'm done. I'm going to save. This is what I typed. So label 6.text equals the text box 2.text. Save and let's run. So I'm going to save here also. I'm going to save here. Right click, view in browser. Right click, view in browser. Yes, I'm going to type here hello Fox. Okay, here hello Fox. Okay, it's a message. Publish. Yes, here it is. I'm going to type, for example, okay, leave it like that. I'm going to add another message. I'm going to say lab, let's say number 2. I'm going to say lab number 2. Publish. Yes, everything has been added. So perfect. It works very fine. It works very fine. Muhammad Sulaiman just joined now. Muhammad Sulaiman, why you are late all of this time? Okay, now we are sure that this guide is working very fine. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start by specifying some of the properties here. I'm going to start by specifying some of the properties. Since actually I'm going to delete the text, for example, take it off and publish, delete it. Absolutely. I'm going to say here, Muhammad is late. Here is Muhammad is late. Happy New Year. It works very fine. Just to be sure that it is working very fine. Happy New, let's say, year. Okay, publish. It is Happy New Year. So it works very fine. We have no problem at this point. Immediately we pass to customize the display here. The display here. Okay, so I'll start with the matte of the color. I'll start with the matte of the color. Here, the color red, green, blue. Let's do that. Let's do that. So I'm going to close. I'll come back to my Visual Studio and I'll do that. Okay, the first thing to do is to change the background of this panel, the background of this color. I said, whatever the color we choose from here, whatever the color we choose from here, the color we choose it would be coloring the background of this panel, chosen red, green, whatever. Even the event is still in this button. So here, double click on this button still. New line. I'm going to call the name of the panel. So the name of the panel here is panel 2. Here it is, panel 2. And this drop-down list, it is drop-down list 1. So the text here would be specifying the color that would be utilized to color this panel, no more, no less. So simple as that. So I'm going to call the panel 2 here, panel 2. Panel 2 dot back color. Here it is, back color. I choose equals. It equals what? It equals the color that we are going to read it from the list box. So equals the color. One equals color. It has to equal color. It is not to color to yes, color in capital C. It is not drawn. No. Capital C. Color. But it is not shown any. Yes, so here, this is not drawing. It is not shown. See, the color is not able to display. So because at the beginning of the page, I'm going to import. I'm going to import the library. Yes, imports the library system. Yes, here it is. Drawings. That has the definition of this color. System dot drawings, I believe. Come on. System dot yes, drawing. Now it is recognized. See, it is in green now. It is in green. That's good. Color dot. I'm going to say from color dot. The problem with this computer. Color dot. I'm going to say from name. Yes, from name. Here is the one because the list is going to be pointed with name and between parentheses. I'm going to specify the name of the list, which is drop down list one, I believe. Yes, drop down list one. So I come back. Drop down list one. Drop down. Yes, here it is. Come on. Drop down list one. And here we're going to find the selected items. Find the selected items here. The index selected. Select here. No, the selected item. We'll see. Just I come back. Drop down list one. Dot selected. Selected index. Selected item. Yes, here it is. Dot name. No, text is okay. But if we have the frame, no, we'll use the text. So it is not shown. So I'm going to use the text. Simple. Yes, here it is. So I'm going to choose the text. See, what I did right now in front of you, I just utilized the help of this Visual Studio. So if you do not remember all of this long code, you have to remember that you're going to use from, you're going to use the color, you're going to use the panel which you inserted. You just start typing, it will give you the hint. I'm going to stop here, save to test, save, pass to design, save also, and I'm going to test from here or right click, whatever. Okay, here we have actually the color, whatever. I'm going to choose, for example, green, whatever, any color, any of them. I'm going to type here hello folks again. Okay, here. Label one, it is here. See, it is here, label one. I'm going to just publish now. Hello Fox. The text has been changed and the background is in green. I'm going to change the background to be in, for example, red. Okay, the same text. It is in red. I'm going to change the background to be in blue. Here it is. It's in blue. So I'm free to do whatever I want. It works very fine. It works very fine. So the same way you can go for actually different tasks. Actually, you can change the font text. We can change the color of the text. We can do all the things. I'm going to just go also still change the. Let's make the thing easy. Change the font of the text. It is slow to respond this computer. Okay, here. I have to stop debugging. Double click again. Okay, here the same. This label here, which is displaying the text, I'm going to change its font to whatever we choose from the font drop-down list. So here I'm going to say label 6, the same label 6, dot font, yes, dot name. Here it is. No, enter. It has to equal what we specify in this drop-down list, which is drop-down list 2. Yes, whatever we specify in that drop-down list, we are going to specify there, no more, no less. Again, so equals drop-down list 2, drop-down list 2, dot selected item, also the same thing. Selected item dot text, the same thing. Great. So save. Maybe the spelling of the font will cause the problem, but let's test. Review on browser. Okay, let it be red. The font has been Times New Roman. I'm going to say here hello folks. Exclamation mark, publish. The text will I'm not gonna modify the color. I'm gonna just, and the text I'm gonna modify only the font. For example, I'm gonna change to Arial. Let's maximize the view. I'm just increasing the size of the page. I'm gonna change I changed already the option to Arial. See here on top, and I'm gonna publish to check if the text, the font will change or not. Just at publish. It is written differently. Yes, the font has been applied. I'm going to change to Verdana. I'm going to change to Verdana. See how it is looking like. I'm going to publish again. Let's have a look. Maybe it's the same. It's similar. It has changed, but it's a simpler one. I'm going to change it back to Times New Roman. Times New, come on, Times New Roman. Okay, and let's publish. It works very fine. It works very fine. It works very fine. The font is working very fine. Yes, this is another success. Here's another success. Let's move to the numeric font size. Actually, the numeric font size means actually whenever we select or whenever we input a value in this text box, we'll display. We'll just change the text, the font size no more. So here, let's move there. I'm going to close from here. Also, I'm going to close. I'm back to my solution. So here in the same event handler, label 6 the same way. Label 6. Label itself. Label 6 is the same. Dot font, the same thing, but size. Font size. Dot font. Dot size. It's common sense. The equals actually the font here. We're going to choose it from the text box, which is this text box, which is text box 1. Absolutely true. So whatever we're going to choose, it would be from text box 1. But the text box 1 it is read as a string. It is not read as a numeric. So I'm gonna let's do that and monitor it. Let's monitor it. Choose the font function, font size dot unit. Yes, here it is. It's because I'm in a virtual machine, you know, because I'm in a virtual machine. And here we are going to specify the text box, which is text box 1. Text. But here we don't, we'll see the error. There will be actually a problem here, and we'll fix it. As per now, point is not a member of system.web.font size. It is saying clearly that it is not a member of the font size. Yes, here it is, font unit. Sorry, I will use the font unit on the font size. Good. Now let's choose what. Yes, it was very fine. Still, we'll have an issue, but let's test. I'll tell you what is the issue later on. Let's test. View in browser. Return the size. Let it be red. Let it be Times New Roman. The size is here. I'm going to say 22. Hello, false. Okay, exclamation mark. Yes, I'm going to just do something, which is change the text size to, let's say, 42. Only the font I'm changing, the same color, the same message. Publish. Yes. I'm going to change the size to be 76. 76, huge. Yes, it is working fine. So we are on the right track here, folks. Is folks to change the fonts. Yes, the fonts. We are in the right track. Okay. Because of the time only, and we'll continue actually with the graph, but because of the time, I'll give you the recording now, and I'll let you just do all what I did right now. Later on, we'll finish the matter of the image attachment. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording, and I'll give you the recording right away.